Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are all safe at home. Right, welcome to the today's maths class. We are continue our session, that is practical geometry, exercise 14.5, question number 5. So till now we discussed how to draw a line segment of a given measurement and how to construct a perpendicular and as well as perpendicular bisector also we completed. Now today we are going to construct that is question number 5 from the exercise 14.5. Children, see this here. With PQ of length 6.1 centimeter as a diameter, draw a circle. So now here they given a line segment PQ, that is the diameter of the circle. So we know that the diameter is the biggest chord of a circle that is passing through the center of the circle. First thing. And as well as to construct a circle, first of all we required a center and as well as radius. But here radius and as well as center of the circle does not given. So here then how to construct a circle of a given line segment? See, this is the given length PQ 6.1 centimeter. This is the diameter of the circle. So we know that radius is the half of the diameter of a circle. Okay, so then now how to construct, see how to take half of 6.1. If it is 6 centimeter, half of the 6 centimeter is equal to 3 centimeter. So 1 by 2 into 6 is equal to 3 centimeters. But here they given decimal value 6.1. So to take the half of 6.1, by numerically we know that 3.05. But we cannot take the value whatever we required radius, that is 3.05 on the scale. So instead of taking on the scale radius, so first of all we need to draw a perpendicular bisector of a diameter. Okay, then we will get the center and as well as radius. By using those two we can construct a circle. So first of all we need to draw a line segment PQ, that is a diameter of 6.1 centimeter. So children, 6.1 centimeter is nothing but you can take exactly from 0, exactly take in middle. Okay, so now from 0 you can you can draw a line segment 6.1. Clear? So 6.1 is the diameter or PQ. This is a PQ of length P and as well as Q here. So PQ is how much? 6.1 centimeter. This is 6.1 centimeter. So here we need to construct a perpendicular bisector of diameter PQ. Clear? Then how to construct a perpendicular bisector? So we know that by using compass we will construct a perpendicular bisector. So first of all we need to take that more than half of the length of PQ. Right children? You need to take more than half of the length of PQ. So now here from Q you can take more than half. Even you can take from P also. Okay, take more than half of the length. Right children? Then now you need to construct a arc above the line segment and as well as below the line segment of PQ. Right? With the same radius, take center as P. Take center as P, cut those arcs. Right? So here and as well as here we need to cut these arcs. So those two arcs will intersect will make 2 points. That is, let us take, I am taking it is A, and as well as this is B. Okay, A and B are the points. Now join AB, right? You just join AB. AB is the perpendicular bisector of PQ. This perpendicular bisector will intersect the PQ at one point. I am taking O here. Okay, O is the midpoint of AB. Right, children? O is the midpoint of AB. Now, by taking center as O, you can take center as radius OP or OQ. First of all, you can take center as O. Here, O is the midpoint of PQ. Already we know that, right? O is the midpoint of PQ. By taking O as the center, radius is OP or OQ. You can construct, you can draw a circle. Now, children, see this here. I am taking OP is the radius, right? This OP is exactly half of the length of PQ, right? You just construct a circle. With center O, okay? With center O, then you will get the required circle. It passing through P and as well as Q here. Right, children? It is passing through P and Q. Right? This is the required circle. Right, children? So PQ is 6.1 centimeter. Right? Is the diameter of the circle C. Circle C with center O here. Center is the O. Right? So this is a required construction of a given diameter PQ equal to 6.1 centimeter. Children, once again I am going to tell you, to construct a circle of a given line segment, given diameter is 6.1 centimeter. So to construct a circle, first of all we required a center and as well as radius. So by the given measurements, we need to find out the center and as well as radius. So first of all, we need to construct given line segment PQ of 6.1 centimeter, right? Then after that, you need to construct a perpendicular bisector of PQ. Here AB is the perpendicular bisector of PQ. This AB line segment will intersect PQ at O. So this O is the center of the circle. By taking center of the circle O and OP is the radius or OQ is the radius, then draw a circle. That circle is passing through P and Q, right? So P and Q, PQ is the diameter of the circle. Is it clear, children? Right. Now, children, let us discuss question number 6 here. Okay. Draw a circle with center C and radius 3.4 centimeter. Draw any chord AB, right? Construct the perpendicular bisector of AB and examine if it is passes through C or not. So what is the given question here? Question number 6. Draw a circle with center C and radius 3.4 centimeter. Draw any chord AB. Construct the perpendicular bisector of AB and examine if it passes through C. That we are going to construct. We need to check it out whether whatever we are drawing the perpendicular bisector which is passing through center of the circle or not. Okay, children? So children, given that a center of the circle is C and radius is 3.4 centimeter, and take any chord AB and we need to draw a perpendicular bisector of a chord AB, it will gives that perpendicular bisector is passing through center of the C, center of circle C or not, that we are going to check it out. Okay. Right children, let us discuss, let us construct a circle and as well as a chord AB and draw the perpendicular bisector of chord AB, whether it is passing through center of this circle C or not. First of all, take 3.4 centimeter on the scale. Okay, we need to take 3.4 centimeter on the scale. Exactly you can take, when you are doing construction you can take exact measurement, then you will get correct construction, right? So then first of all draw a circle, right? Draw the circle with the given radius 3.4 centimeter, 3.4 centimeter. So whatever the pinpoint here, see this here, this tip is when we are wherever we are keeping this tip, that is called center of the circle. That is called center of the circle. So here this is the center of the circle C. Okay. Now take any chord AB. What is the meaning of chord here? Chord is nothing but by joining any 2 points on the circle is called a chord of the circle. Okay. Now I am going to take that, I am going to take above the center, here I am going to take AB, right? So I am going to take, I am just right, I am drawing a line. See this here. This is a chord AB. Okay, that is chord AB. I am giving the name. This is B. That is A. Okay, AB is the chord of circle C here. Okay, now we need to draw the perpendicular bisector of AB, whether it is passing through center of the circle C or not. Okay, to draw the perpendicular bisector of given line segment AB, the same process, we need to take more than half of the length of AB. More than half of the length of AB. See this here? I am going to take more than half of the length. Right, like this. Now take center as B. Draw one arc above the line segment, above the chord of AB, and one is below the chord of AB. Okay. Now with the same radius, you just cut those two arcs with center as A here. Right. So then now these two arcs will make 2 points. Let us take, I am taking P and Q. So P and here it is a Q here. So now I am going to join PQ. I am going to join PQ. While joining PQ, see this here, you can just draw the line exactly. Now see this here, I joined PQ. See, PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. This is one point, intersecting point. I am taking M. M is the midpoint of AB and PQ is the perpendicular bisector. PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB and PQ is passing through center of the circle C here. See, the center of circle is C. The center is C here. This line PQ is passing through center of the C or not? Yes. So this is a process to construct a given measurement of radius 3.4 centimeter and chord of AB. The perpendicular bisector of chord is always passing through center of the circle. Right, children? Children, let us discuss question number 9. Draw any angle with vertex O. Take a point A on one of its arms and B on another. such that OA equal to OB. Draw the perpendicular bisector of OA and OB. Let them meet at P. Is PA equal to PB? So what did you understand from this question? First of all, we need to draw any angle with vertex O. So that angle is formed by two arms will meeting at one point O here. So take a point A on one of its arms and as well as B on another such that OA equal to OB. Okay, draw the perpendicular bisectors of OA and OB. Let them meet at point P. Is PA equal to PB? That we are going to measure with scale. Right, children? Right, children? First of all, we need to draw an angle with vertex O. So, angle made by two rays. Ray means here it has only one end point. Okay, so now I am going to draw a ray of any line segment. They did not given any measurement here, so we need to draw any line segment. Now see this here I am drawing I draw one ray. This is ray has an arrow mark like this. Okay, now I am going to draw one more ray with the other one end point. See this here. From here only I am going to draw one more ray to the above the first ray. Okay, so this is a point. This is point O. Okay, this is vertex O. Okay, this is a vertex O. Now O, this is one ray and this is one more ray. Two rays meeting at one point O, that is called this is an angle. This is an angle. Okay, now we need to take A and B 2 points on these two rays. Point A on the this ray and point B on this ray such that OA is equal to OB. Both the lengths are equal. So now instead of measure with scale, take compass, then take center as O. You can draw two arcs, one on one ray, other one is on another ray. Okay, on first ray I am going to draw one arc and here one more arc. Then both will become exact measurement. Clear? So now give the names of those two. This is A, OA and OB. OA equal to OB here. Right, children? Now we need to construct a perpendicular bisectors of OA and as well as OB. Okay, we need to construct perpendicular bisectors of OA and as well as OB. So how to construct a perpendicular bisector? Yes, take more than half of the length of OA and as well as draw two arcs. Children, see this here. I am taking center as O. This is more than half of the length. Okay, draw one arc left hand side and one is the inside of the angle. Okay, now with the same radius, take center as A, then cut those arcs. Okay, suppose if arc is not meeting at one point, then you can just extend that arcs, then you will get. See this here it is not cutting, so therefore you can extend that arc. You will get the point. Is it clear, children? So now give the names of these two. I am going to give the names of these 2 points are X and as well as Y. Okay, now I am going to join XY. What I am going to do? I am going to join XY. Now XY is the perpendicular bisector of OA. Okay, XY is the perpendicular bisector of OA. So now XY, I did XY. Now we need to construct the perpendicular bisector of OB also. For OB also, you can construct perpendicular bisectors. Here I am drawing one ray and one arc. Below the OB, I am drawing one more arc. Okay. Now, with the same radius, by taking center as B, cut those two arcs. Right, children? Here I am going to draw here, as well as here. Okay. We need to extend a little bit line here. It is not showing exactly. Okay. Right. I am extending that line. Now I am going to give a name of these 2 points. Let us take that. Let us take 2 points are, this is K and otherwise this is L. Okay. KL is one more perpendicular bisector of OB. Right. Now join KL. Just join KL. If you join KL, see this here. By joining KL, that KL will intersect the XY at one point. This is a meeting point of XY and KL. XY and KL are meeting at one point P here they given. Okay. The perpendicular bisectors are meeting at one point P here. Now join PA and PB. So actually we need to check it out whether PA equal to PB or not. This we are going to check it out. Is PA equal to PB? So to measure PA equal to PB, first of all we need to join PA and PB. Okay. Now I am going to join PA and as well as PB. Okay. So PA I am joining, as well as PB also I am joining. So PA, PB, whether these two line segments are equal or not, that we are going to measure. Okay. Now measure PA. If you measure PA, now see, I am going to measure PA. PA is exactly 3 centimeters. Even PB is also, if you measure PB, is also exactly 3 centimeters. Right, children? So PA equal to PB, I got 3 centimeters. Here also 3 centimeters. So here, therefore, we got therefore PA is equal to PB. Yes, it is correct. Did you understand, my dears? Children, see, first of all you need to construct an angle. How to construct an angle? We don't know, because they did not given any angle here. So angle made by two rays meeting at one point, then angle will be formed. So here OA and OB are two rays. These two rays are meeting at one point O, and this is an angle. Okay. Now after that, take OA equal to OB equal length. So don't measure with scale. By using compass, you can construct OA and OB. Okay. It gives exact length. Right. Now after taking OA and OB are equal length, then draw the perpendicular bisectors of OA and as well as OB. These two perpendicular bisectors are meeting at one point P here. Okay. Then join PA and PB. So PA equal to PB, both are equal in length. Is this clear, children? Right. Right, children. I hope you understood that today's class, how to construct a circle and how to draw the perpendicular bisector of a chord, and as well as how to construct an angle and whether the perpendicular bisectors of arms OA and OB will meet at one point or not. Okay. From that point, whether those two distance is equal or not, the length of PA and PB is equal or not, that we discussed already. Clear children? So today's homework is exercise 14.5, question number 7 and question number 8. Right children? Thank you. Have a great day.